I must not give in to these fantasies of weakness. Doubtless this is some charm laid on me by an evil shaman, evil sorcerer. Only the chase has meaning. It's meaning.
Yeah, keep running. Yo, look, I'm in the outback where it's spooky. Wildcats still pursue me like owls do to the rats and the clouds do when I'm moody. Proud dads to Suzuki's, you backed out and amuse me. I'm God hair from I tear your whole crown flat. From I'm in the outback with no neighbors, giant snakes in the gators. You feel fear in your veins ever since the moment you came in. Heat raises the stakes and baked meat is the fragrance. I reign here from a day to doubt that. From I'm in the outback with my chest out, I'm the best out. Who's next? Put you through the test, do to chew your neck out. When you eat through tube and bed bound, from I eat mountains for breakfast. Keep rounds in these
Yo, shout out to everybody out there who's watching this. Subscribe to his channel. He's doing big things. My man Cammy. It's your man Cass, aka Angry Fan Man. We up out of here, man.
What's good? Cammygbr, we are here. We're just getting right into it. As we end up doing in the middle of the second episode. Best of them. Let's just do it. Kruger, Danny, Jack, the boys. Ross fucked off. Let's get into number 10. Peace. Okay. 3, 2, 1. See, having that at 10, is that a good match for you guys?
I love that.
I think it was a great battle. But it was still number 10 because there's a lot of great battles coming up.
True.
But yeah, Titans.
I put that number. That's my.
Yeah, so it's somewhere in there. But yeah, no, I'm obviously Ilmac and Pat Stay, 2 Titans.
Agreed.
I loved the battle.
The reason, I put
but
this,
I mean, I just had ones that I liked
I
more.
wonder if it was like Pat Stay, like kind of. Oh, my mic is all the way over here. I wonder if that is Pat Stay just kind of doing the bare minimum to lose the title.
You are not a man.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wait,
That's
who won
great.
the battle? Who won the battle?
Pat
Ilmac
Stay,
won.
bruv.
Oh, Ilmac.
Did Ilmac win it?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro.
That's crazy. So that's when Pat
What,
Stay
did
lost the
Ilmac
title.
Ilmac won.
Ilmac won.
Ilmac was champ.
That's mad.
Yeah, Pat Stay.
I remember
was
Pat
champ.
Stay more in that battle.
But you know what? Pat Stay had a great thing about like being in the basement and whatnot, and having a lot. But Ilmac won that because Pat kind of didn't quite have the energy.
So who did
It
Ilmac
was like
defend?
Immaculate little flaccid dick.
So it was like
What's going on, Joe Mac?
I think Pat realized. Pat realized he could get all the battles that he wants not being the champion. So he battled Calico and then battled Ilmac after. So that whole
big battles,
debacle.
bro.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
big battles.
Yeah, that debacle that happened afterwards when, I can battle anyone I want. I just don't need the championship belt for
Who
that.
did Ilmac defend against then?
Rowan.
And Rowan beat him. So
yeah,
he
that
had
was
one
in your-
defense,
he was
one
too
defense.
drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, see, yeah. Ilmac, man, you're my favorite rapper in battle rap, bro. Like in terms of music, like
Yeah.
other than Shotty and myself. Like, you know what I mean? You should. Yeah.
Fair.
Who's your top 3 battle rappers quickly?
Break it down.
Top 3 battle rappers.
Yeah.
Pat Stay.
Pat Stay's number 1 for me.
This is not in order.
Oh, do you know what? I'm only doing in America.
Pat Stay, Hollow the Don.
Uh-huh.
It's tough, you know, the 3, bro.
For me, I was going to say Pat Stay, number 1. Number 2, Disaster. Number 3, Dumbfounded.
This is fell off of me,
Personal
man.
preference.
Dumbfounded is cold.
Yeah.
Gem versus Quill.
Great battle. Great battle. The only reason it's at number 10 because it's recent.
Yeah, facts.
Hasn't got the legacy to it, and you know it's great. It's a very good battle. But the reason I put it at number 10, you all see why it's number 10 because of the other battles I got.
Fair.
We all knew who was going to win.
Yeah.
And he won.
Arcane. That's a
Hard name. That I feel like that's mad at 10.
Yeah.
But
It's a great battle, though.
It's
but
a great
these are all
battle.
good battles. to be
yeah,
fair.
there's
10
all the
best.
great ones.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say this right. At least this one was the game changer. This one was the one that went, okay, now King of the Dot is more respected because Arcane had the title before.
Yeah.
He had the disaster battle that was fucking awful, and he was like the champ that no one wanted.
Yeah.
And now we get Pat Stay that's going on to
Yeah.
be the champion. Like
The
that was
rightful champ,
difficult. But it was one of those things where in the end there was like, well, how good was Pat Stay's reign? Like it was great, but like you had to give him that. So no matter what Pat Stay did, it was one of those things that no matter who the King of the Dot champ was, Pat Stay was above it, and he decided.
Pat's reign was the best King of the Dot champ reign.
Ooh,
He's the best champ of all time. The
debate
best
it.
battle rapper
Yeah.
of all time. So
I'd
best
agree.
champ.
Agreed.
You know what? He was my top 1 or 2 when he before he.
Yeah, I said that always.
Because he was just perfect, bro.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
just perfect. He's
He is.
perfect.
Right, on to
in
number
peace.
9.
Him and Hollow is like
Yeah.
my favorite battle because they're my top 2.
So you've got that on your best, and he's had that at one of his
I
worst.
know. It's crazy. Because you went through the whole one-sided thing, which I didn't even
Too
think
one-sided.
of. Because I just remember, I know Raptor's good, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, of
I always
course,
think
yeah,
every
yeah.
Raptor battle was good because he's got good bars.
Does that not
and
hinder it,
Soul's
though?
performance was like impeccable.
Yeah,
So for me, it was number 9, as it's not the best Soul title match, but it's up there.
yeah.
And it's a great battle, it's a great watch, so that's why I stuck it at number 9.
Fair enough, man. I hear that. I don't think it's a great battle. I think it's a great
Performance.
murder.
yeah.
Yeah, but I hear you.
Yeah.
So you prefer watching classics than body bags?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, as a title match, bro.
Yeah,
as a title match, bro. If you're the number 1 contender, you got to fight back, bro. Raptor got kicked up from round 1.
Wow.
I'm sorry, he did.
Yeah.
Raptor will probably admit that to you. He got kicked up from round 1.
What was your story that like Raptor took like I don't know if it was like ecstasy or something like that. He took drugs right before the battle, so everything that Soul was saying,
Whatever he took in that before the battle doesn't
he
matter,
was
bro.
feeling
Yeah,
that
listen,
shit.
listen.
Excuses.
Brother, whatever he took before the battle, he wrote that shit.
Yeah.
You can do all the drugs in the world. What you wrote before the drugs is still the same bars,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
So what he wrote was not good enough. And
You
he got-
read that. You read back?
And he,
Hey.
yeah, come on, bro. We got Soul Jitsu. Hey, Soul Jitsu, bro. Bring it back, bro. But yeah, no. Raptor got kicked up in that battle, bro.
Yeah.
Battered. So that's why, but I hear it.
Real Deal versus Chilla. Now, these are good battles.
I
but
put this in number
Is that
9.
a recent one?
These are
I'm
ones that
putting
are like,
number 2 in it.
it's like they had 2 battles.
Yeah,
there.
I'm
So
putting
they,
the
they
second
had
one.
one at Massacre that was like a debatable, and then like I think Real Deal won it, and it was a bit of a controversy to that. So then they did it again
Did
in
you
LA.
third
Town
round
Business.
about Justice for Charlie? Did you do that?
I think that might have been part of it.
Yeah,
As
which
well.
I'm not like I'm every camera, bro. I'm not saying that's a bad thing to do. Like big up Justice for Charlie. What you're doing
But-
is sick, but it
Well, you know,
as
medical
as
malpractice.
as a battle where you're sending for man,
Yeah,
which is what in the UK culture. That's what Lord of the Mics, all of that. Yeah,
yeah.
All we can do. You know, you all grew up and suck him up and all that. Yeah,
Agreed.
It takes away from it as a battle.
Yeah.
Great lyricism, great fucking performance, but as a battle, it was just it stands in that sort
Fair.
of
Shots
number
fired.
9, top 10 in
Yeah,
the world,
it's
bro.
good, it's good, it's
Come
good.
on, man.
It's up there.
You'll see the next 8
Like,
and
but,
you'll realize.
I-
I'm
I-
looking for clashes, bro.
Like so the Town Business one in particular though, because he really took that angle and went on with that. Because obviously there's like 3 of them battles technically, but I'm Kid Twist versus Holohan.
I love that battle.
It's a great. Do you want to know what? I think that was kind of an awakening call for a lot of Americans, where you had Holohan who was going. What do you have? You look like Alanis Morissette as a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's fire. That's crazy.
Bro,
You
that
said that
Molly.
Holohan?
Yeah,
Holohan.
Holohan
Shit,
had
actually,
so
insane.
many of
Yeah.
them little
That's crazy,
lines
bro.
that were
Yeah.
just perfect, and that was. This was before Bender. This was
Yeah.
like the peak of lyricism at that time.
Yeah.
For like that type of battle, and it was clearly the one that after like this battle happened, it went, oh, now Dirtbag Dan, now Thesaurus, now Ilmac, now all the Fresh Coast.
And
are-
Bender came and changed
Yeah,
the
they-
game.
And what did
Look-
he say about? I remember that bar where he's like, "Your girl snatches like Bart Simpson's favorite shows: Itchy,
oh,
Scratchy, and Crusty."
Yeah,
That's sick.
That shit, like, but
hard.
but Holohan in his peak was unreal. You
Yeah,
see
I,
them
no,
and
100%.
respect to Holohan.
He was in his bag then.
Respect to him.
I've
then.
never got into Holland. The only
Yeah.
thing I heard about him was the crackhead thing.
This is what made me a
fan.
fan of him. I'm not going to be real.
So
Yeah,
Holohan,
before my-
even
before
after
my
like this is how much of it, and I'll say a G. I know that there's a lot of things going on with him, but like Holohan was the type of battle rapper that no matter what, he was putting his title on the line. He battled Thesaurus, did not need to put his title on the line, and put it on the line anyway, and then lost.
yeah.
But no one knew that he was putting the title on the line. He literally, as the intro for the battle, went, "I'm going to put the title on the line. You need to get your judges sorted now."
Yeah.
And then went straight to the battle. And
I love that.
respect that so much. It was crazy. I know.
And
but
Kid Twist is one of the goats as well,
Kid
man.
Twist,
Especially in King of the
and
Dots.
it's so close as well. Like there's like Holohan and Jack Shit, which is like a good battle, but
Jack
it's
Shit.
not.
I've always loved that. I've never watched his battles, but I fucking love that name.
Yeah,
You ain't watched Kruger vs. Jack Shit?
I haven't, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Chris Lees.
Okay,
Legend,
okay.
Number 8, man. That's a solid 8.
It is not a bad battle. Like it was one of those that I maybe skipped past. From,
I've got a
but it
good
wasn't.
reason for this.
Break it down.
Okay, you want me to go first? All right,
Break it
this
down.
one. So this was 5th birthday.
Yeah, remember?
Just after I got fucking banned for choking.
You got banned for joking. Okay.
Yeah, and I got smuggled on stage. I
Some
remember-
people get banned for punching.
Some get banned for
I
choking.
got banned for choking, bro. And I got smuggled on stage by Woolsey and Soljitsi. The high
Smuggled on stage.
No, bro, listen, you were there.
I don't remember you being smuggled
They
on
hid me
stage.
past you.
I didn't know you were banned. Like you can't get in the venue. You can't even attend.
No, I was in the
events
venue.
anymore.
But, no,
The security is where
The
they
stage
don't
pass.
Sorry, mate, you choked. You can't get in.
no, at Stylist though, stage pass. If you weren't a
Oh,
battler,
the stage passes, yeah.
man got that. Man got that. We got past you.
Yeah. So why is Chrissy Lees
Anyway,
versus Tony
this
D? your
because
number
this is the first time I'd ever seen Tony D live,
8? Okay.
and it's the first time I've seen Chris Lees live,
All right. Okay.
and I just really fucking enjoyed the experience of watching Tony D and the whole Ian Daniels just fucking completely be so obnoxiously
Hating.
hating on Chris Lees for the whole fucking battle.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it.
But I tell you what, though, Chris Lees is an easy person to hate.
Yeah.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
He was.
He
heel
can rub
in
you the
battle
wrong
rap.
way.
Oh mate,
Like-
I've met him once or twice. I've never chilled with him on the level where I can say I know him. I don't
Right.
know the brother, but like
I like Chris Lees. But I'm saying in the
from what
battles,
I've
he's
seen,
unlikable.
yeah, from what I've
Seems like a
seen,
fine guy.
he's cool in it, but he's not spitting at 180 BPM at me, bro.
Yeah,
So it's a bit
right.
different. And I remember watching it. Remember, this is the first time I've been on stage. So I'm watching it as a fan, really, because I just fucking choked.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan now. I'm on stage with all these battlers. I'm living my best life. And I watched it, Tony and Locksmith and Josiah. Bro, you remember Josiah, bro? Josiah, bro. All them man were just
Come
fucking
on.
gunning for Chris Lees. Ian D ruined battle rap. They didn't. They made it blacker. That's
Ian
what
Daniels didn't face like Liam Bagnall.
Yeah, Ian Daniels
If I
would've
do a
won.
trailer, that's exactly the first thing you'd be
Fucking
said in the
right,
trailer.
bro.
They
That's
made battle rap
bro, that
blacker.
event was when Gemini first spat on stage, brother. Now look at him. But yeah, but no, this battle was so special because Tony D, you can tell he had no respect for Chris Lees as a rapper. As a rapper. I'm not saying as a person, but Tony D knew he was gonna win.
Yeah.
He brought his man them. He didn't need his man them back there.
Right.
It's one of the most like. It felt like. I've never watched boxing that, but that's the closest thing I ever felt to boxing. Like
Yeah.
a real like, yeah, what? What are you gonna do? What? And like, I remember when Tony dropped a punchline and he just looked at him, screw face, his real
Disgust.
personality. Yeah, it wasn't. Oh yeah, that was a nice bar. Tony was like, what? Say something, do something, do something.
I like that.
He had him
energy.
up for that. And Chris Lee's bro, I remember Rowan ran out for Chris Lee's bar. Nothing, bro. Nothing. He tried his hardest. Tony was just cool, calm, collected. Muhammad
Yeah.
Ali in it. And it was like the biggest example of aura I've ever seen in battle rap. That's why that's the number 8.
So,
And big up Chris Lees as well, but yeah. Smoked.
Yeah.
O'Shea versus
O'Shea
Sensor.
Sensor. This is a classic for me. A don't flop classic. I think it was our first title match.
that was your first title match.
First title match, 2 to Test 10. What a classic event. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, this
yeah.
was last battle of 2 to Test 10. Wardrobe. Fat crowd
battle
where
with
Lunacy battled Lunacy and Matter versus Philly Swain.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many good battles on that card. It was crazy.
The-
and this like summed it up. But it was also a rematch. We had the original O'Shea versus Sensor, so there was a lot of history. It felt like a really kind of like in a sort of soap opera of Don't Flop.
Yeah.
That was like there was a lot of history behind it. It was like people knew Sensor, people knew O'Shea. It was like there was a real hype about it.
There was a lot of drama to that
Yeah,
battle.
and I love
get
seeing
why
O'Shea
Danny
coming
might
at a
do that as
different
worst.
angle because in the first battle it was kind of like, oh, jokes, you're from Norwich, blah blah blah. This one he was like really he wanted the title and he was like going for him, like,
Yeah.
and he killed it to be honest. And Sensor did a good job as well, man.
But your sense is always going to provide the energy as a
Yes.
battle rapper.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
in comparison to what like O'Shea was the fan favorite. And,
Yeah.
and
The one thing I don't like about Sensor, up until he battled Shocks, I was never a fan of Sensor.
Yeah,
Up
Wow.
until he battled Shocks. No, bro,
You not seen Kruger vs. Sensor?
I have.
I love the idea. Have you not watched me battle them? What the fuck?
But like, bro,
How many Kruger battles has he not
Name
seen?
one bar.
Huh?
Name one bar.
Brother, don't do. Nah, but no, listen, Sensor.
You're like people that wear like band t-shirts and they're
Nah,
like,
don't do
name one
that.
song.
Hey, Freddie, don't do that. Nah, Freddie, don't
I
do that.
love Nirvana.
Nah, listen, yeah. What I remember about you'll hear what I'm saying, yeah. Sensor. What I remember about Sensor before he battled Shocks was just dialect, the racism, the shocks,
Yeah.
the shock factor, bro.
Yeah.
I hated it. I hated it
that's
from
fair,
day
that's
dot,
fair.
bro.
Yeah.
It was whack, trash, bro.
Yeah.
So
And then he battled Shocks, and then it was like, oh,
He's
Ross.
actually good.
Yeah, he's sick,
No,
bro.
yeah, I've
He's
seen his
actually a good
potential from
lyricist.
time because he's actually sick.
Yeah,
But yeah, go on. Gem
Gem
versus Quill.
versus Quill. I've got this here because I think I struggled between knowing which was a bit. In a similar way, there's not as much drama to this as my next option, but like I think if you're battling Gem, you have the best options possible. Just as a battle rapper, you have to be the best for Gem. You know, and you know what? Low key, it was getting dark for Gem after that first round.
No, it fucking wasn't, bro.
Yeah,
trash it. Don't trash
like
it.
pressure for like the pressure for diamonds line and whatnot.
It was
like
never getting dark
It
for
was
Gem.
getting dark. Like
You're
I
chatting
watched
shit,
that and go, God, Quill
no.
had it. If he didn't fuck up in
What,
that second
you think
round,
Quill had it at one
what,
point?
at the first round?
First round.
You watched that first round.
But he didn't have it, though.
But I'm
You're
wa-
saying like it was clean. Sorry.
Well, the first round was clean.
Are you, what, to Quill?
Yeah.
You're smoking.
But the second round, you know, the glass dropped and, you know, Quill fucked up in the second. And couldn't get
the glass
momentum
drop
back.
was in the first round?
No, the glass drop was in the second round.
But you're saying Quill got the second round, the
No,
first round clean?
Yeah,
Clean.
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 Yeah.
My
because-
name
but
without the...
I think you watch back on that and then, ooh, pressure really makes diamonds.
I think you're talking shit,
Like,
bro.
and it's just...
What, one bar? Quite another.
I just...
Quote another that
Quote one
wins.
from Gems first.
Quote one from
There we go. There we go. He's trying to pull my
Listen,
shit
bro,
out there.
I've
I
had a
got
drink,
one.
bro. I've had a drink.
Me too.
Yeah, you have,
The Hennessy is gone. But no, it's
Quote
a
one
great
Kruger
battle.
bar right now.
Go.
Um,
BBC.
jealous? You're gonna be jealous of yours? I remember that. And also, you're I can't remember the actual bar, but with your feet dangling, conceited.
Come on,
You know that?
yeah.
Conceited, been conceited, with
I
his feet
respect
dangling.
that.
Come on, bro.
Right. On to number 7.
DNA and all that. Bro,
Come on.
listen,
No. Sorry, I was just joking, but yeah, no,
that,
respect.
Kruger is top 3 UK battle rappers of all fucking
Come on.
time.
Oh!
Hey, so we gotta shake hands on that one. We gotta shake hands on that one. Jam versus Bizzle Bond at 7. This guy, he's not part of the cool.
I put that at my worst.
I know.
I know
I
you
know.
did.
Outrage. And you put O'Shea Sensor as your worst.
Yeah, but I didn't put him as my worst. I just had points to make.
Yeah.
I just had points to make. But yeah, this is my actual 7th.
Gemini and Bizzle, why have you got that as 7?
Because I saw this battle live.
Yeah.
And I was blown away. Number one, obviously, I've got to say off the back, like Bizzo Bond is incredible.
Yeah.
He is.
Amazing
His
lyricist.
turnaround
He
and all
always
that.
has great bars. Gemini, I will say, is the best battle rapper out right now, in my opinion.
Facts of life, man. Say it again. Gemini
I think
is
Gemini
the...
is the
Horror?
best.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Gemini
I would say
will-
Gemini.
Fair.
That's why I want to see Gemini versus Shorty
Yeah.
Horror because they are the two best in my opinion.
Gem will beat Shotty.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gemini, and I've got like this was him in his.
Yes.
I think like every time I've seen him battle, the more recent the battle is, the better he is. This is
Yeah.
one of his more recent ones.
Agreed.
And like he is just like he's just on a crazy.
He's never
like,
lost.
I was-
He's on a
No,
crazy
that's
level
one.
right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Judge.
I would say in the
Correct.
same vein as why I've got the Jam and Bizzle just a little bit above the Jam and versus Quill because I feel like there's a little more drama to it because I actually, you know, in a way it's kind of Bizzle's fault because Bizzle brings up how did you smash a glass in an event that had plastic cups?
Bizzle
Yeah,
knew he's
that's a
going to
good
lose.
bar.
That's
I
a
said
good
this,
bar.
I said
That's
this
a good
before.
bar.
Even if it's
bar.
not, it's just such a
I
great
know,
observation.
it's such a because we would all been drinking plastic cups at
Yeah,
that point,
yeah.
and like even like sort of like for Bizzle's first is like they all know me as a hotel manager will be my guest like and but it was
Cold,
difficult
cold.
in the first round for Jem and again but Jem's second round is so unreal.
He went crazy. Soul vs C Major's crazy.
It
That's
is
a great battle.
It
yeah.
didn't make my 10 only
Okay.
because I felt in a similar way to the Raptor battle. I think that was so clearly.
Look at me when you're rapping. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see
no,
that?
I
You
got-
see that moment? That's what fucks up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
But also, the brother that got told, look at me when you're rapping, won.
Yep, that's a fact. I think with the soul battle is I remember the Anakin panicking like when like Padawan vanishing, like he had this whole this like it was shaking in the clinic like Anakin when he lost his hand. I think
Yeah.
like he had this whole thing like and you know what, as a Scottish person relating that to the fucking shit like the clinics and whatnot in Scotland, like that wasn't heard of. Like in the UK.
This battle's fantastic.
It is in C majors like Je ne sais quoi, the French stuff like that, not really related to soul.
The 2012 Killer Crop, that, if you were in part of my crop, what the Filler Crop, which is what it's called, and who brought that in? Me. Me, that dog.
was you.
The 2013 Filler Crop.
Hell fucking yeah.
Fucking, when he did that whole thing, that is what makes this special, because it was fucking correct. The Bronx with the, I don't even know what he's talking about, bro.
Yeah.
So he's at your seven, but you don't know what he's talking about.
That's the fucking point.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
He's talking about hip hop in the Bronx.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's on about, bro. Battle rap started to me at Lord of the Mics, and then there's a blank space, and then Kruger and Freddie and Rowan made a thing. That's what battle rap is to me, bro.
Yeah. You ever seen KRS-One verse? No, but
Brother. KRS-One.
One. What the fuck? Handshake again. This is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I should.
You've been set up, Danny.
That's actually a clean number 6.
yeah.
Bruh,
Great battle.
That is a great battle. Like, okay, Pat Stay. But you can say Pat Stay and Ilmac. Let's talk about that in general. Like, it's a good. I personally haven't got it there because I think that Pat Stay's not the best. But I do understand that he's two greats that are at it, and Ilmac does what Ilmac does and plans all around. But
I mean, personally, it would be my number 10.
Yeah, I hear
you
that.
Could put
It's
six,
not quite there for me, but it is a good battle. But Shuffle versus Dialect and Zen.
I mean, what a battle, man.
I know. Like I this is actually, I've only got 1 2-on-2 with Shuffle, right?
Oh!
I'll tell you what. Danny, do it quick. Cross your arms, Danny. We'll all shake the hands together. Right? Because Danny's decided to join us, right?
No, I'm with you, man.
There we go. There. We'll punch it or something. Like, you don't make we can't. There we go.
I've only got 2 hands.
There we go. We're all connected somehow. But I think it's a great battle. And you know what? We were talking about this before the thing. I actually think it's my favorite of the three of the Shuffle title matches.
Wow.
Bro, you're blind. That's crazy.
I've only got
crazy.
Their performance was crazy in it, but also was Dialect and Zen. That whole grime round was sick.
The second round was astounding.
Yeah, that went off.
And you know what? Like I feel that the other battles were kind of Shuffle versus Matter and P Soldier was maybe. I think that was maybe the worst one personally, and you can tell me differently.
Nah, that was great.
But I think
it was a good battle, but out of all of their battles are good. So if you're going to judge them,
I think that
I'm
probably biased though because I booked it.
Exactly. This felt the most competitive.
yeah,
Like when Cracker and C Major won the title match, and then they went ahead to do this afterwards. It was like, well, like they're going to win. This one was like, okay, there is a 2-on-2 that is going to contest them enough. Not that we think that the Shuffle are going to lose, but there's people that are going to put the pressure on them.
Yeah.
Like that, like when they lost, when they did the title match, that was like, okay, like versus C and Cracker. It was like, okay, well, this is just a natural placeholder. This one was
Cracker won that battle actually. Like. I was there.
Wow.
Yo, Danny with the hot takes.
That's a hot take.
2014, I was fresh to this thing. I just really appreciated bars, bro. The humor thing didn't really get to me. I'm a funny guy, but like in terms of me watching battles, I just like the bars.
But I think Shuffle T and Marlo have bars.
Yeah, but I didn't get it at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched it live.
Almost.
I was like, Cracker and C, but especially C, bruv. Actually, no, fuck that, bruv. Cracker is one of my favorite rappers of all time, bro. I've got tunes with him.
You heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Cracker, make a return.
No, listen, if you've heard Cracker rap on beat, bruv, you know what bars are, man. He is one of the coldest rappers of all fucking time.
Pick up Wavy Williams.
Wavy Williams.
That is a deep cut reference. Oh my.
Big up
goodness.
Xander Gray, bro. We both try to change. We both try to change our names, man. It don't work.
Right.
But yeah, no. But yeah, Cracker and C were very cold, and they had bars. But Shuffler. But now I realize Shuffler won. But back then, I thought actually Cracker.
But the battle rap opinion matures over time.
Yeah, I've had that a lot.
Me
Apart
too.
from Tony versus Osh, because Osh always won. Osh always won.
On to number 5. Oh.
Okay.
That's insane. Over this.
So
Shocks vs Soul.
Shocks versus
That
Soul.
was a title match.
That
but
was-
don't flop.
Yeah,
That was
that's it. That's
that,
my-
shit.
that was
I forgot about
that was
You're
like
putting that below this.
yes.
That's crazy, bro.
So I tell you the reason, like, okay, I'll start then, right? The reason why I've got Yunnan versus Tony D is because there was so much don't flop lore to it
Yeah.
that coming up to the battle, like Yunnan was gunning for the title, and this made sense, and it was actually even better that it didn't happen when it was supposed to. That they pushed
6.5.
back.
It's on about T-Kid.
Yeah, wait, this
Great
ended up
event.
getting pushed.
It
Was
sick, wasn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Innit? That was a
Fucking
crazy.
it
event.
was not Bamalam Dial. Bamalam.
Yeah, alright, bro. Them
Bam-
2 days were fucking insane.
Yeah, Pedro versus O'Shea.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus
mum
Christ.
joke time.
What a weekend,
I know,
bro.
that was
Oh my
crazy.
days, what a
I wish I
weekend.
was there, man.
Crazy that wasn't the 6th birthday. It was like 6.5.
This player was so good. That's what I had. That was the making of Danny Jack.
Wow.
No, honestly, I 30'd T-Kid. And after that, because I had the Max Sherry one and the Big J, and then I smoked T-Kid. And
Wow.
after that, made me battle Koj, beat him, Heretic, blah, blah, blah. Anyway,
So
sorry,
so
bro.
from you're good. So I at least have that there because there's so much lore going into it. But it was one of those where it ended up being that Tony D just outclassed, and I think Yunnan had a great first round, and his rounds were great. But like Total 90 and. He had the weave and catch him with a side like Total 90. Like he had a great but Tony D just outclassed him. Tony
What
D
was
Press
the bar about
down on the
GTA
pad
again?
and-
Yeah,
you
GTA?
press down
touchdown.
on,
Yeah.
you hit the pad, you touch the pad and hit. You touch down
touch the
and
pad
hit.
and become a
switch
different
characters
Those are
character.
like
quicker than
GTA 5.
5.
And he
Yeah.
did that, bro.
Mm.
You lot won't remember this, yeah?
Yeah.
But you know how Tony does that thing? Where he does a punchline and walks away from it?
Yeah.
I had a bar about
This.
that. You walk away from, I said to P Soldier, you won't walk away from the punch like Tony does.
Yeah.
Bars, bro.
Yeah.
And that's because of what Tony does. He
And then
said-
what was the friend zone thing? Oh, your teeth.
Oh, his
The
teeth
gaps in
spell
your
out,
teeth spell
yeah.
out
Yeah,
friend zone.
yeah. That was clinical.
Pat Stay versus Disaster.
Yeah, I mean, these are two of my favorite battle rappers.
Fair.
I have to say straight up. Pat Stay number 1, Disaster number 2, but both of them are just my goats. So really, it should be number 1. But just as far as like, there's battles I prefer more.
Yeah,
but I
don't
love
think
love
that
this
lives
battle.
up
Like,
to
I can't
hype.
deny it. It didn't live up to the hype. I think there was too much
underwhelming.
hype. It was a bit underwhelming. But because there's still my favorites, I think there was still some gold in there.
Like it's Pat again. It's Pat. They wanted Pat to keep the title, so
Yeah, it's
like,
one of
all
those
that
battles
stuff.
you everyone requested it. Everyone
Yeah,
wanted to see Pat
everyone
Stay versus
wanted it.
Disaster.
This was
so
the-
it might not have lived up to the hype, but it still had some like moments of like gold in there.
So this battle being at 5 to me is kind of nuts.
5, I think, is reasonable considering what I got at 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fair. That one's
This was the best live experience as a title match I've ever seen in my life.
So why is that not number 1?
Because I don't judge title matches by what I've seen in my life.
Fair. Fair.
I was there for it.
All right, moving on. Number 4.
I judged it. I was there. And it caught me so off guard. Because Soul lost.
Yeah, but that's
And I judged it with notes. I was like you back then, Cammy, mate.
Yeah.
I was there with the notes. I was ready.
nerd.
And I nerded out, mate. I still am a nerd. But this was like, it meant so much to Shocks. It
yeah.
meant so much to
Shocks
Soul.
really gave it everything.
That's
they
why it's
could.
so special, because Soul really wanted to win. I knew he wanted to win. He did that third round, which was a risk.
Yeah.
That third round was a risk, man. And if he did that 5 years later, it would have won,
That age is better now.
which is sad.
What was the
Yeah.
third round? I don't remember.
Third round was
He
a
did
concept
the whole
round.
concept thing.
It's
about
like it's like the
you going
like,
to hell.
Yeah, like hell's a path paved with the best intentions.
Typical Soul, innit?
Typical
yeah.
soul
Yeah, yeah.
introspective stuff.
Whereas Shocks was like, oh, you watch The Wire, yeah? I'll strangle you with The Wire or something. You know what I mean?
Bars.
But like, it was just such a good battle.
Yeah.
It
With
was
The
so
Wire
it was so
across your neck.
satisfying to watch Shocks win it.
Yeah.
Because For me personally, I gave him Tony D at XLM1,
Yeah.
which I don't know if you personally, but the rest of the staff team were not on.
Fair.
Only Rowan said to me, just do it anyway.
Fair.
Because it was on training days.
Yeah.
And then that happened. He beat. Well, Tony got the judge's decision, but if you watch it on camera, you can see me go, the fuck? Like, that is a mad wrong.
What happened to Shocks, man?
Ah, bro.
We'll talk about that one.
Yeah,
later.
we can get into that, bro.
One. Hey, I love that that's on your 4 there.
Yeah.
I respect that a lot.
I gotta say, Kid Twist vs. Holohan is number 4 for me because this is the era where I was more into battle rap.
Yeah.
We're talking like 2009, 2010. And like this is where I was like really into it as a battle rapper myself. And Kid Twist is one of the best. Holohan, incredible with like the bars we already quoted about the Tyrannosaurus Rex, Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
And these are just great battlers, man. And I've just like, I love the era, this era of King of the Dot when it was getting serious and having the title matches. The whole allure about Holohan being on the run and all this kind of stuff, like, and then turning up the title matches.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just an incredible
crazy.
battle.
It's
It's
great.
from my era. This is kind of my era of battle rap where it really matters.
It is, bro. Yeah.
So that's why it's number 4 for
So
me.
You weren't just a fan of this era. You were in it.
I know,
Yeah.
but I was a fan of this one.
Is it?
I was
So-
a fan.
so
but I was
for-
in it, but I was a
For
fan.
me,
Definitely in it.
this is actually, to me, Real Deal's best performance. Sharon versus Real Deal.
Really?
You just see it. It's unreal. It's like Real Deal was champion at the time. And
Yeah.
it's a
I'm not a
Sharon.
fan of Sharon, bro. I'm not
You
gonna
know,
lie.
that's fair, but Sharon loses again.
He's just
Like
bad,
Sharon, again, it's a story that Sharon will just never be King of the Dot champion, and another veteran comes in and steps on him, and it's like the way that Real Deal is. Like even there's a point where Real Deal's like, he even brought up like again rebuttal. He even brought up my father dying, and
You
he
smoke Sharon.
and he plugged it in a bar like an illuminating light. And it's like just the way that it comes like freestyling about what Sharon was doing, and Sharon pulled every dirty trick in the book to be champion.
The one thing I've always hated, is that people back then, when you battle Sharon, was like, oh, it's like a mirror match. My brother, are you mad? Have you ever met Freddie in your life, bruv?
Yeah.
I've met both Freddie.
Kruger's way
I've
cooler.
met Freddie. I've met Corey. Them man ain't not the same. Freddie is cool as fuck.
One's Kruger, and the
Sharon-
other's autistic. Like, you know.
Nah, brother, listen. I'm not talking because listen. I'm on the spectrum,
Yeah.
bro. You know what I'm saying? I've got ADHD and that. I'm not judging them for that. All I'm saying is that I can listen to Kruger rap all day long.
Fair.
I can't listen to Sharon rap all hour long.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I'm sorry.
But he did beat
He's got great
Dots in an
bars,
on
But
beat
he's a beast, though. But
yeah.
I think I think even after I battled him, he had an incredible run.
Yeah.
Bro, he's great.
Yeah.
He's had such cold runs.
Yeah.
But he's just not for me.
Yeah.
So Tony D versus O'Shea makes a return after being on one of your worst.
So explain, why is it in both your best, quite high up in your best, and also quite high up in your worst? Explain, Danny.
Because yeah, it's in my worst because the wrong man won.
Yeah.
Tony did not win that battle.
But it was a great battle.
It was a great battle, but bruv, listen, you can watch great battles. Doesn't mean the right man won, and that'll piss me off.
Yeah.
O should have been champ from Wade. He
So,
wasn't.
I wonder what battle rap would look like if O'Shea won that.
Yeah, I'd be champ.
Yeah. Exactly. There we go.
No, I'm joking.
Because
I'm joking,
Tony
I'm
D
joking.
won.
Nah, listen, I'm not mad at it, bro, because it is what it is. It probably, you know what? Like the idea that Tony winning makes sense because it had the best run of all time.
Yeah.
So this is why it's one of the best battles.
Okay.
But it's one of the best battles because O'Shea was A1.
Facts.
Tony was A1.
4th birthday, come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
great.
bro.
One of the
Come on.
top like,
his
top
number
one
3,
greatest
yeah?
event of all time.
Number 3, yeah?
Number
Okay.
3.
Number 3.
Hold on. You can't see
We
that,
were
man, because I
close.
fucked up, innit?
Oh, close again.
We were
Shut-
close.
I said Soul C Major, bro. You were hating.
You choked.
Wait, what the
You
fuck
put it
does
in
it, Danny, what does that say? P
Shufflo
Soldier.
versus P Soldier and Zen.
P Soldier and Zen
That
didn't
spelling of
happen.
P Soldier is crazy.
P
That
Soldier.
looks like
P
hieroglyphics,
Soldier
bro.
and Zen didn't
Bro, I
happen.
wrote.
That's
I
Arabic.
Wrote,
It's,
I wrote.
it's dialect
You
and
wrote
Zen
P
and P
Soldier
Soldier and Matter.
Yeah.
Dialect.
It's P
Dialect
Soldier
and
and
Zen.
Zen.
Dialect and Zen is free.
We were-
Basically, my next three are all doubles.
That's fair. I respect
But
that.
wait, which one is this? Is it Peace Soldier?
This
is
Direct
Direct
Zen.
He's just had to scramble to write the shit down.
Listen, don't fucking ask big man
I've got
questions.
I've got Soul versus Shocks here just because the introspective round, like it worked so well. And you know, this was a collision of two title matches in one. Not even two eras. Bam, we're here now. It's what happened, like in.
There's
You know,
changing of the guard.
change of the guard, essentially, where it was like, okay, now Soul can do what he wants. Shocks is the champion. But Shocks never had a title match afterwards. Fell apart, unfortunately.
Yeah, no.
And the next crafty
See
and
what I
Yunnan.
tried to build.
I see what you tried to build,
I
man.
fucking did fucking Tony versus Shocks behind all these lots back, bro. And
Yeah.
they were all pissed at me. Not you. I don't know about you, but I know Liam was pissed at me, bro.
But
Liam was fuming. Because he wanted it on
Shots
Sunday.
fired.
No. Hey, Liam, big up you, bro. But you know you were
Big
pissed.
up
innit?
you,
You
man.
know you were pissed. But like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, they were sending for man. Not
Anyway, Soul C Major.
Nah, I'm not
That is
doing
a
that.
great one, but I
said
don't
it
have
right
it
out.
on my tape.
It's in my because like honestly, I think a big part of the battles is like the event it was at as well.
Yeah.
Checkpoint 2, this crowd, the atmosphere in the room for this battle was
Luna versus
crazy.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
And Soul, like,
time, what
oh
time.
my god, what was the bar again about two ISIS? Like,
Oh.
You got
S's you can't say.
you got two I's you can't use
and
and two S's you can't
I
say.
suppose ISIS, crazy. But yeah, man, incredible battle. Both of them were crazy. Like, I just love the intensity of it. I think the atmosphere, the filming, everything, the event, it just made it like definitely number 3 for me.
Okay. It was fire. Like, to say the minimum, it was so fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
Number 2.
let's do number 2. 2, 1. Ooh.
I got Shufflo versus C Major and Cracker. Obviously, 5th birthday.
Yeah.
Again, like what I was saying, events, crowds, this matters in my list.
Yeah.
Like the atmosphere, like the events, it's special. Do you know what I mean? And Shuffle T Amala's performance was just like one of the best performances I've ever seen 2-on-2.
I always felt that was kind of like one of those that was like, it was so clear.
It's one-sided.
Yeah.
But
No, it fucking
C
wasn't,
Major,
bro.
he actually fought C Major and Cracker won. So
C Major and Cracker won on the fucking day.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
I will stand on this fucking hill. C Major and Cracker rapped better than them. If you were someone like me back then, I'm not saying my opinion is the same
Yeah.
now, because Shufflo won.
Uh-huh.
Knowing what I know now.
Yeah.
But back then, Cracker and C Major out-rap them.
Yeah.
Clean.
Alright,
Cracker,
fair.
yeah. Anyway,
let's talk
Right,
about Shuffle
Shuffle.
T, Marlo, P Soldier Matter. It's a great battle. It didn't make my list, but I love that battle.
This was
Fun.
a battle that I thought would be forced.
Yeah.
And I was part of the booking of it.
Right.
It was North versus South, innit?
Uh-huh.
So, but then when it happened, bro,
It
was.
smashed.
Yeah.
And I think the captaincy of it,
Mm-hmm.
me being Team South and Briggsy being Team North.
Yeah, that's kind of
I
fire.
like the North versus South events.
Yeah,
It's a fun
man.
theme.
Me and
they were
Briggsy
back.
brought that back when we did
Yeah.
we the promos for it. We did this whole like. I did a video saying like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about training days, and then it was like hacking.
Yeah.
Like, Briggsy hacked us.
Absolutely.
And then it brought in like it was all cold. And
Yeah.
me and Briggs were supposed to be part of it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen because Briggs had to go to hospital.
Yeah,
But-
as always.
no, to be fair to him, man,
Yeah.
he was really on it.
Bad
and
situation's
he was,
fair.
He was ill. But this
was great.
was if you watch the battle, this is what I take in battles, man. Like the crowd was just fucking electric
Yeah.
from start to finish.
Yeah, it was a good crowd.
Okay. Right, I don't think I need to say O'Shea
I mean,
versus
O'Shea,
Tony
Tony D,
But
yeah.
I'm not even going to
4th
say anything.
birthday.
It was great. It was a classic. Like, that's like top 2 for me. I don't even need to say it no more. Let's get into number 1 before we finish out here. 1,
This is generational.
like, greatest title matches of all time. 3, 2, 1.
I hear that.
Tony
that.
D. O'Shea. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, to me, this is don't flop, epitomized. You know what I mean?
You
This
know
is
what?
like-
I will say that changed the entire scene.
Like, I had it at 2.
Yeah.
But only for this.
Yeah, you had that higher. Yeah.
So did you have that there? Like,
I'm sorry, that's
Pat
crazy.
Stay,
man.
Sharon wasn't in my top.
Where'd you live? Where'd you live,
so
bro?
Pat Stay and Sharon to me is the greatest title match of all time.
Of all time, where'd
Of
you
all
live?
time.
Scotland, bro.
Yes.
So big man. So why is that the great of all time to you?
Because you have to consider everything. There was the lead up to the battle in the first place. It's Sharon.
It did have a good hype.
Yeah, Sharon, who battled HFK, battled all these guys, was in URL.
I'm being a dickhead. Because you live here, I'd feel like you'd have more. Like with me, I have a lot more heart and energy
Where
towards.
Shuffle and Crack C and Tony D.
This is the best title match of all time.
I respect your opinion on that. I do.
That's the only reason that's not is because the wrong man won.
If you don't mind me trying to break this down a little more from
go for it. Sorry,
what?
bro.
No, don't worry about it, bro.
I'm chatting shit,
So
bro,
like with this sort of situation, it was like Pat Stay was a champion, but he was like he had the daylight battle and it was kind of ass. Disaster battle, it was okay. Like he like an Arcane he wanted. So we were waiting for the big. This was what beyond any other title matches. This is what we were waiting for. This battle.
Yeah.
And so it happens. It's King of the Dot, Blackout 5. It's Drake runs the event, Dumbfounded conceded. It's Mad Child Daylight. It's the biggest event King of the Dot's ever thrown, and it's eclipsed with this.
Yeah.
Now this is like even Holohan's trying to jump out on the stage, and Sharon's trying to freestyle out of it because Holohan's not doing it. And even Holohan and T-Rex is on that card, right?
Yeah.
Like
Crazy times.
yeah, so this is meant to, like Sharon's having to rebuttal all this, and Pat Stay's taking this angle of I am a man that you wish you could be, and it details such a picture. It's like it might not even be the greatest battle back and forth. Tony D versus O'Shea probably is the best back and forth, and maybe it's the 2-on-2. But like this, it's Pat Stay being a king. This is the one time for any title match. This man was the king of the world. The world heard when Pat Stay beat Sharon. The first, third, and the second. Sharon is on AFM after crying.
Did the world hear though? Did the world hear?
The world heard. I
No,
promise.
but did the world
It
hear?
didn't get to Ealing.
no. Ealing went la 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 la.
I heard when O'Shea, when Tony
For me,
beat
it's
O'Shea.
personal preference.
Okay,
like
let's break
this
it
is
down.
like it's also like I gotta like break it down to like battles that mean to me. Like so,
Full
there's like
Birthday was
golden era of Don't Flop.
Yeah.
Special,
I hear
like
that.
I even
I hear
did the remix battle of this.
Yeah,
where,
I
like, all the
remember.
references, like so, it's just like it's like a legendary Don't Flop battle. So
hear
I
that,
couldn't
yeah.
put nothing else but this as number one for me.
I hear that. Yeah,
That's
no,
fair.
you know what?
It's all
I hear
personal
what
to
Freddie's
all.
saying, bro. I hear because you see that change, bro.
It changed
this
Don't
battle.
Flop.
Changed, no, bro. Not just Don't Flop, bro. It changed.
Change
Premier.
the change the
No,
world.
it-
Because this changed the
Bro,
world.
the ripple effect of this
to
now.
where? To where?
Premier battles. These lot, bro. There's a reason why man like O'Shea aren't champ. And
I'm
man
going.
like
I'm
Tony
going
D
to
are.
say the thing.
I'm sorry, bro. It's true though. It's true.
Because
Because-
everyone's
Danny,
scared to see the
Danny.
titles.
What? You mad? Come
I
on,
will say
bro.
this right. The unfortunate thing, this is just a fact. UK battle rap is a pocket of battle rap, and a pocket of battle rap is a pocket of hip
Bro, battle rap is a pocket about it. It's a pocket. It's
But this title match was of battle rap. That was UK battle rap. Very clearly.
and where are we?
Well, we're here, but we fall like the world of battle rap followed what's
That
happened
means
here.
way more to me. than
I
that.
could go on and speak to people
Thank you.
that I've done, and
Fucking
actually
right,
it's
I've
top
no.
two. Like I could go and speak to people and went, did they even see this battle? Like,
But I remember bar for
It all
bar that
depends who you're
battle.
talking to. innit?
That one, I don't remember.
that battle
Fuck
wasn't
all,
as
bro.
memorable for me.
This is the difference. This is the difference. I grew up on this.
And I love Pat Stay. And
I
I love
grew up-
Sharon.
past this
listen,
end.
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, I grew up. Like I watched my first battle at 2010, and then 2011 I got into it. 2012 I was like, you know what? I think I can do this.
Yeah.
2013 I'm a tryout. I've grew up on what Kruger and Rowan
Yeah.
created. So this means
that's
way more to me than that, mate.
Fair.
Yeah,
I'd
you
tell
put it in your top 10 worst. All right, it's been a good show, guys.
Shufflo versus Cracker and C Major is the best title match of all time because this was one of the biggest pinnacles of and turning points of UK battle rap because Shufflo, Cracker and C Major were the champs. They earned that. 4 battles in the tournament, they earned that. Yeah, they won $1,000. One of them paid their fucking student debts off. Yeah, and then Shufflo came in, And Cracker and C knew that they were going to lose because Lee's loves a comedy crowd. It was a conspiracy. Rowan, why'd you keep doing this, bro?
Yeah. Well,
Anyway, so Cracker and C knew they were going to lose. They wrapped their asses off. And I watched that battle and I loved it. And I think Cracker and C won that battle because they rapped.
Yeah.
Rapped. And I'm here to watch a rap battle in 2014.
That's a hot take.
No, in 2014, it's 2025 now, mate. I'm here to watch anyone chat shit. I don't give a shit. But back then, I wanted to watch a rap battle. Cracker and C won that battle.
Yeah.
But Shufflo got it, same way Tony got it, because Rowan wanted them to.
Oof. On that note, because that is a hot take at the end of it. Yo, Danny has had some hot takes tonight, and I love it. Salute to y'all. Thank you so much here. Salute to Kruger for being here tonight.
Turn up, got Kruger.
This has been a crazy episode. Hot takes all over the place. Danny Jack has been the fucking man.
You can't give me that and I'll ask for it.
No, we love it. Hey, salute to these guys here.
Come here.
Oh,
you see Cammy, yeah? Cammy's my guy, bro.
Lots
Cammy
of
is
hugs.
my guy. Cammy's my guy.
Lots
Big up
of
Cammy.
hugs. Salute to y'all. Cammygbr. Salute to the podcast rooms for having us here. Thank y'all. Peace.